All right, welcome back. We are here at Iron Rev, the awaited leg day. Not long awaited, it's only been a day, but got legs. Today is a hamstring focus. I'm going to be bringing you guys along for it, voiceover style. That way all the gym noise isn't really there. That way it's nice and easy. Don't have to worry about copyright, don't have to worry about if I'm talking loud enough. Makes it nice and simple. So we're going to be using Raw Nutrition's Savage Green Crush. People aren't a huge fan of this flavor. I'm going to be one of those guys that actually enjoys the flavor of it. I'm not sure why. I mean, I just prefer it, but I definitely know this is not people's first choice. I would say this is people's third choice behind, like, Secret Stuff, Peach, two great flavors, but for me, I'm a big Green Crush guy, although it looks kind of weird. But yeah, we're gonna hit this. All right, let's get into legs. Oh, I hate myself for doing this, but soft plug. Any Raw Nutrition Revive products can use code GRANT. I have noticed a little bit more support here, which I love. I love you guys more than anything, so if you guys aren't in the mood to buy supplements, fuck it. Don't even worry about it. But if you are, want to help your boy out, love you forever. So let's get into legs. So here we are. As always, we are starting with calves. Didn't film the warm-up sets just because I didn't want to waste any time. So here's actually the second hard set of my seated calf raise. This is specifically the Pinata seated calf raise. If you have this, definitely suggest it. But if not, any seated calf raise will do. But we did a hard set for as many as we could. I believe I got like, God, 8 or 10. And then I ripped a plate off on each side, and then I went back in. But my biggest focus here is to really feel the stretch at the bottom, and then only letting myself use my calves to contract and move the weight to the top. I know that sounds like redundant or just dumb to say. However, in the past when I have trained calves, I've noticed, and just kind of like when I see people train calves, they use a lot of their momentum and almost actually use their hamstrings as well to like bounce the calf machine up. Don't get me wrong, when you contract your calves as hard as you can, you are going to feel your hamstrings a little bit, but it should not be the thing controlling the movement. Here I was just trying to get my positioning down, finally got it down, and now I'm just going. Feels really good, you can tell by my face. Yep, look at the focus. And that's done. Always re-rack your weights. Don't be that dick. Moving on to the secondary calf movement of the day. We got the standing. If you notice in my leg days, I'm always doing these two. Well, it's because these are the only two calf machines the gym has to offer. And thankfully, they are two great machines, and it's all you need. Same concept here. You want to feel the stretch all the way at the bottom. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Wow, I'm stretching a long time. Fuck. Oh, there we go. And then you see just all of that tiny ass calf move the weight up. My calf from the side doesn't look that bad. Looks small, but fuck, yeah, it's small. All right, moving on. Since this is a hamstring focused leg day, we're going to be starting off with a lying hamstring curl. To be honest, hamstrings is a body part that I very much suck at training. But I'm here to get better, you know? That's why I'm really putting focus. I split up my leg days between first leg days quad focused, with my second leg day being hamstring focused, where I do more hip hinge movements, more hamstring movements, obviously. But yeah, I've already noticed I've made this change about like 3 weeks to a month ago, and I already noticed a better connection with my hamstrings. However, I do notice I have to drop the weight on a lot of movements such as this. I believe I only had 145 on, whereas like my quads can handle like 4 to 5 plates on a leg extension. So it's just different. But yeah, here's me trying to just, like I said, feel my hamstrings. You done, buddy? Yeah? You done? Fucking jackwagon. God. Bro, this kid's small. Swear to God. Also, I was training calves with that dude in the purple shirt right there. Bro, his calves are beefy. I'm envious. I just want calves. But here we go. I believe I did just three sets where I was really focusing on the contraction. And then I did one back offset, and then that was kind of it for this. This is a movement, it's hit or miss for me, and today it missed 100%. I definitely tried to keep the focus on pushing my hips through to like that archway of the pad. That way you're taking your lower back and glutes out of the movement. And to be honest, I was just not, it just wasn't feeling good. So, but can't be a bitch, you gotta keep moving through it, kinda. So we did just that. And then afterwards, I believe we moved on to a standing. Yes, we did. This is a phenomenal machine. I remember the first time I did this, I was just hopping into a set with Kyle, and I never used this before, and I was just, quite frankly, I was shocked. I didn't think it was going to feel that good. So I now know for hamstring days, this is definitely a must. This is something I want to get very good at. One thing I notice I'm doing incorrectly or not enough is you want to kind of keep your glutes and hips neutral and not let them like kick out. Like, God, I don't know how to say this. Like, you don't want to kick your ass out like an influencer girl, because you want to try to just drag that weight up with your hamstring and your hamstring only. Don't want to have that overarch, just because then you will be utilizing a little bit of glute, and your lower back obviously is going to feel it as well. Look at that little baby hamstring right there. Swear to God, it's going to be an adolescent hamstring by the time I prep again. One of my moving on to one of the presses for the day, one of my favorite movements. This is a unilateral Atlantis hip press, I believe. There isn't like a thing that like says the full name on it, so that's what I'm calling it. On my last leg day, I had the seat moved all the way up towards the foot padding, and by doing that, you're actually allowing yourself to focus more on the quads, because this machine runs on a pendulum, like almost like a swing. So the further back you are starting the movement from, you're almost like pushing down, whereas if you were very close to it, you're going to like start from the lower end of the pendulum, and then it's going to kind of go up a little bit, so it's focused on a quad. But yeah, here we have hamstring focus. This, I'm not going to lie, this machine felt fucking great. If you can find a hip press that emulates, or just to be honest, like single leg movements as of recent have been one of my favorites, just because I know my left quad and hamstring, my left leg lags behind my right one a little bit in terms of strength. So when I continue to do bilateral movements, is that the word? Bilateral movements, I just don't want it to become to a point where my right leg takes over for a majority of things. So If you notice that with your physique, if you notice any imbalances, definitely implement single leg or single arm variations, just because it can help balance out those weak points. And here we go. We had the hard set. I believe this is a warm-up set still. Yeah, this is a warm-up set still. This is me just trying to feel the movement, make sure I'm connecting to my hamstring and glute, which I was, so felt pretty good, not gonna lie. I had no complaints. Okay, moving on to the top set. This one felt really good. There's nothing much to say about it. My biggest focus right now here was to just focus on feeling it all in my hamstring. Honestly, the mental process I have when I'm midst of a top set is, do I feel it in my hamstring? Yes, good. What number am I on? And then I kind of keep track. That's literally it. There's not much going on in my brain, if I could be completely honest. But that was the right leg. Right leg felt smooth. Why the fuck are you looking at the camera, dude? Turn around. Dumb bitch. Don't look at me. The biggest tip that's helped me, that I've learned from the people I've trained with, i.e. Zach, Brett, even Kyle, is you want to control it smoothly all the way to the back and then contract and pause at the top. You basically just want to control the movement from front to back. That way you're not using any momentum. You're not using, like, you're just not doing the movement wrong, you know? Like, you want to get the most out of your set, and that's the way to do it. You could see, look at, bro, I just sunk. That shit hurt. Now I had to crack my back. Oh, there's no better feeling than just like the pop, 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 pop. Yeah, that's a good one. Damn, look at those legs. They getting bigger. We coming back. Starting off, I believe this is the Panada squat press. Not too sure. Felt great though. Felt a great connection to my hamstrings on this one. This was recommended to me by Miss Allie Prince. Thank you, neighbor. That was amazing suggestion. The first few reps here, I was just kind of feeling out foot positionings, like what was the best for me and my hamstrings, and to actually get a full range of motion. Well, I'm really struggling. Holy shit. Are we good, buddy? You okay? Nice. Okay, a little move, a little shimmy. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. That just looks good. Think I found it? Maybe not. Well, what's going on? I will give warning, guys. If you can avoid doing what I'm doing, kind of just know, that'd be better. But it is what it is. Same concept from the last movement applies here. You want to control the movement from front to back. So as you can see, I'm controlling the weight down, like I'm bringing it down a little bit slower than usual, not just letting it fall on me. And then I'm exploding out of the hole, contracting at the top. I believe this was my top set. Since I haven't really, one, I haven't used this piece, and two, since, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't focus my hamstrings not until I started doing this split. I decided not to go, like, not to try to push crazy amounts of weight, and instead I just tried to keep the weight, the load, like, I would say, honestly, I could probably go up like another plate or two on each side, but in terms of quality of reps, I think it would have been effective. So that's where I just stayed at the 5 plates on each side, and I just focused on feeling my hamstrings, focused on getting more reps, and I think it paid off, because after this set, my hamstrings were cooked. But I was getting called elsewhere at this point, so this is where the leg day stops short. So back to work.